morning, STJ, and welcome to your Sportscast. Today we're going to be talking about winter sports here at STJ. We're going to give you some fresh insight, some hot takes from some of our star athletes, and a little bit of a playoff picture as the season moves to the end. Our first segment takes us to the soccer pitch, where we will check in on our men's soccer team. So first of all, the men's soccer team varsity just experienced a tremendous victory against Bishop's High School. And a lot of that is potentially accredited to the returning three-year starter, Ilan Levy. So we sat down with Ilan and talked to him about his experiences playing soccer at STJ, and here's some of what he had to say. So being sidelined, as he did have a torn ACL, was what he quoted as one of the worst experiences in all of high school. And we sure did miss him on the football field, but that's a story for another segment. Anyways, and we began with the question, what was it like being sidelined at the beginning of the season? Ilan Levy said, it was one of the worst experiences of high school, for him in sports at least. He even cited when he missed a huge penalty kick in playoffs last year and said that wasn't even half of the pain that sitting on the sideline watching his brothers play brought him. But, truthfully, he said that as he made his way back onto the field for the first game of the season, his first big return, that he was applauded by his teammates, and he said that was an amazing moment for him. So we also asked him a little bit about the team, his role in the team, and sort of what are the biggest weaknesses of the team, strengths and weaknesses. And he said that generally the ball movement's very good and the game is very fast and that there's great movement from the mids and the forwards, but he talked about the levels of inconsistency. And so he said moving forward, the biggest thing that STJ needs to emphasize on the soccer pitch is playing consistent football. And by that I mean playing the same way every single game, not slacking off certain games, playing with the same emotion, same intensity, and he believes that they're unbeatable if they're able to do that. And lastly, he said, quote unquote, playing soccer at STJ has meant the world to me. It has given me relationships for life and taught me so much. It showed me the value of competition and the importance of leadership. We thank Ilan for all he's done for STJ Sports, and we wish him luck moving forward into the season. The male soccer team is on the brink of playoffs. And if they do very well in the next few games, approximately 3 or 4 more wins, they should secure a spot for themselves. So be sure to go and check out the soccer team in weeks to come. It was recently brought to my attention that the integrity of the NFL might be brought into question after Elias Citone showed me this video.
And that's going to be where Keenum's going to try to work the ball on the boundary. Keenum steps into it, pass is caught! Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
We're sitting down today with football expert here at STJ, David Lombroso. David, do you think that the NFL is rigged after watching that play?
Well, look, according to my analysis, the player could have easily stayed there and tried to make the tackle or jumped up for the ball. The way that he dove was statistically incorrect for the matter. So I think that it was rigged. Marcus Williams.
Wow. Now, so many will argue that he wasn't playing the ball. He was deliberately trying to have the dramatic hit and seal him off. What would you say to those people?
I would say that these people are correct in many ways. I cannot say for sure that this is the truth, but I can say that Marcus Williams was likely paid off by either the coaches, the establishment, maybe Goodell.
Perhaps even NBC.
Perhaps. To dive forward and make it look like he was trying to play the ball, but he didn't do it correctly.
Well, thank you so much for your time here today. You heard it here first. Elias Citone might just be onto something when he says the NFL is a rigged, corrupt corporation. Thank you, David. From one NFL analyst to the next, here we have Ilan Levy. Ilan, David said some pretty outlandish things about the NFL being rigged. What do you have to say?
What did he say?
Well, he said that it was absolutely rigged and that the defender wasn't playing the ball and that he was definitely being paid by either the opposing team or the big corporations.
David's a buffoon. Second of all, the NFL's not rigged. I'm sorry that player is just trash. Can't play the sport.
Yikes.
Can't make a tackle.
Yeah.
Definitely not rigged.
So what experience on the football field do you have to support that? Do you think that that's a regular play for a cornerback?
No, if that was me, I would have made the tackle. If that was you, you would have made that tackle. STJ Lions know how to make a tackle.
So it was just a bad play.
Yeah, he sucks.
But there was no deliberate intention.
No.
All right,
no money involved.
You heard it here. Ilan Levy believes in the integrity of the NFL. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So this season I decided to try something new. I decided to try and step onto the basketball court and join the varsity basketball team. And I was blessed with amazing teammates, outstanding coaching, and a really exciting new opportunity. So, today we're going to be sitting down with one of my favorite teammates, Mr. Tong. He plays with tremendous enthusiasm, great passion, and his jump shot is next to perfection. So we're going to talk to Tong in just a bit. Catch you later. Hi, Tong.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us today.
Hi.
So, first order of business is, this year, the word of the year has been change. Change in coaching, change in the overall feel of the team and the playing style. What have been some of the more noticeable changes here in the SGJ basketball program?
You know, everyone knows we got new coaches this year. As far as the season goes, they're great. We have a great chemistry between the teammates, the coaches, and we've been playing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how would you actually characterize the season so far? How would you describe sort of the obstacles you've had to face, how we've merged as a team, how we've grown, per se?
You know, we're not really a stable team per se because we get hyped a lot, and
So the influence of emotion has had a profound effect on the success of the basketball team.
Yes, and our performance on that stable either. Like, we just lost a game to Classic Academy the other day. They weren't really a good team, but we didn't rebound well. Our offense wasn't good, and we just lost that game for some reason. And it was an important game too because it's a conference game, and now we're 2-3 in the conference. So it's not really the best spot that we could be in.
Well, on a more personal note, how has basketball affected your experience here at SGJ, being a student coming all the way from China and entering this new community? What has basketball meant to you over the course of these last 4 years?
You know, basketball is the only sport that I play, and basketball is how I meet a lot of juniors here on campus, and we've been playing for 3 years now, and as everyone says, we're a brotherhood now, and it's a really big part of my life, especially during my first semester of senior year. College applications and academics, basketball is really a way to alleviate that pressure.
Thank you so much, Tong. Appreciate having you here.
Of course.
Catch Tong at all the basketball games, playing center and other positions. And we wish the basketball team luck moving forward into the end part of the season.
Woo-wee! It is hot in here today. I had to take my suit jacket off, but I'm still here and I'm ready to talk about sports. Ladies and gentlemen, the women's soccer team has come off of 2 impressive 11-2 victories. And that has been a huge team effort. And we love to see the ball movement, the exciting scoring, and the general feel of the team. The team is heading in the right direction, and playoffs seem almost inevitable at this point in the season. But nonetheless, we should still be there cheering. And when playoffs come around, we should all be out there supporting our Lady Lions.
Up next, we're going to sit down with an exclusive interview with Miss Rebecca Chitlick, starting center for the SGJ Lions women varsity basketball team. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sitting here today with Becca Chitlick, starting center for the women's varsity basketball team. Becca, how has your season been so far?
It's been really exciting being a senior captain in my last year at SGJ and on a sports team, so it's fun.
So it being your last year, do you think you're going to miss the team and being a part of the program?
Yeah, it was a nice place to be with friends, so I'll miss it.
And so what lessons has basketball taught you in general?
It's definitely taught me how to be a leader and how to communicate better with people in general.
And what would you say SGJ basketball has meant to you?
It's definitely something I know I always have, like a place to go, a place to be comfortable. Yeah, a place to...
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us today, Becca. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today, checking in on SGJ Sports. And I'll tell you what, it would really mean the world to me and all of my fellow athletes if you guys would make it out to the games, cheer on your teams as we come closer to the playoff hunt, and get ready for spring because it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for tuning in.